Good Friday morning, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Alex Steiniger. Now, whether this week dragged on for you or passed in a blink, it's about to come to an end, which means the weekend shenanigans are about to start. And here with some fun ideas to make the most of it is Weekend Keymaster, as I like to call her, Mrs. Grant, looking lovely as ever.
Thank you very much.
Nice to have you back.
Very handsome yourself.
Why, thank you very much.
So it drug on a little bit, but it also flew by because I can't believe it's second Saturday already, and we'll get to that in a few minutes. But right now, the big deal is the gem show.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it for weeks. There are all these gem shows, so many venues across Tucson, but the big show, that Tamerlane that's right there, just found that underneath somebody's bed in Brazil.
Unbelievable.
I was there yesterday before it opened, and they were telling me the story about that particular piece right there, and it was found underneath somebody's bed. It's worth $15 million.
$15 million.
There are so many amazing things to see.
Yeah, there always is. This is sort of the grand finale, the TCC show. You know, tons of displays, many people selling their own collections, or but maybe not selling them. Maybe they just want to display them. There's a lot of avid collectors that have no intention of selling their good stuff.
Exactly. So you can go see, experience, and buy if you want to. But this is the last weekend at the TCC. Admission's $13. Today and tomorrow it's open until 6, Sunday 10 to 5. Okay,
so let's talk about what happened last night. It was a bit of an embarrassment for the Wildcats. I mean, we have to, but hopefully.
I thought we were supposed to start another winning streak. I heard Jason Barr say, okay, it's time for another winning streak. And I said, yes. And then that game started and I went, and recoiled a bit.
I wish it was Jason Barr said it would, but it didn't happen.
No.
But hopefully they're going to show up tomorrow night.
Yes, for USC right here at McHale. Another late game, 8:15 p.m. Tickets start at $26. Most of us will be catching it on TV from the comfort of our home. We'll be gotta cheer on the Cats.
Bearing down, and hopefully they bring it this time.
Yes.
And make history. And speaking of history, Fort Lowell Day is sort of a great way to recognize some of Tucson history.
This is really cool. A lot of people don't know where Fort Lowell Park is, but it's on Craycroft, just south of River. And on Fort Lowell Day, you show up and you feel like you've been transported back in time to the 1800s. They've got historical tours, they've got music, kids activities, and old style baseball. They have a couple of baseball games. These guys actually wear wool uniforms.
Ugh.
Sometimes there isn't even an umpire. Sometimes it's you get in a fight with an umpire or you do something, and it's old school rules. It's the Tucson Saguaros, not the professional team as we know it, but the original, against the Bisbee Black Sox.
Excellent.
They're playing at 10 and 12:30 at Fort Lowell Park. It's free admission. You get to go and learn a little history.
In wool. You got a feel for them in this 80-degree weather, and they'll have some amputation demos too. The kids should be careful if they're a little squeamish with that. Let's talk about a star party. I didn't even know this event existed.
Yeah, this is kind of cool. They're doing it out at Pima College East. And it starts at noon, so you can actually look at the sun. Now, we don't recommend you doing that on your own. You go to the star party and you get the opportunity to look through telescopes with a special lens that'll allow you to look at the sun. And then as the sky progresses into nighttime, because this goes on until 9 o'clock, then you get to look at all of the other celestial beings in our sky. It's free admission, noon to 9, Pima College East Campus.
Beautiful. And really quick, Tubac, I should say.
Yes, this is their Festival of Arts. You just take I-19 south to Tubac exit, and it's today, tomorrow, and Sunday, 10 to 5, free admission. More than 175 crafts, booths, vendors, artisans, live music, beer garden, food court.
Beer and food and music, you can't go wrong, Mrs.
Little cooler in Tubac, it's gorgeous there.
We'll take advantage of it. Thank you so much again for joining us.
Great to be here.
Now be sure to listen to 94.9 MIXfm every weekday morning to catch Greg and Mrs. G on the Morning Mix, and of course stream it anytime at MIXfm.com. And as always, we'd be glad to mention your event next Friday. Just send a message to our Facebook page with all the details.